Oh, hey, Tara.
Jason, are you and Greg gonna come to the OK Peep? Okay. Oh.
And then girl are gonna be okay.
It's over.
It's over. That's it. Did we get it? Did we get it?
So it has been a minute since we have talked about the Scream franchise, specifically Scream 6. And with the recent release of the film on DVD, they also went ahead and released some more footage that you won't be able to see anywhere else.
In touch with her feminine side, I love that she's a bit more sensitive. And I think that that's really cool because oftentimes there's the stoic, strong, badass, you know, almost bad girl.
I think there's a little bit something for everybody in a Scream movie. I think if you're a traditional slasher fan, you get the slashing and the gore. But then the hidden gem of all Scream movies is the whodunit element.
So today we are going to show you just that and what else they had to do in order to put this film together.
That wasn't that good. That wasn't that good.
That was sexy.
That was sexy?
Yeah.
Are you like a little turned on right now?
I'm a little turned on right now.
But before we get into more of these moments, some trivia for you. Since her breakout role of Wednesday on Netflix's Wednesday, and even after Scream 6, Jenna Ortega has been busy with many other projects. Can you guess how many? Leave your answers in the comments down below, and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
It's one thing we have a very high priority here is to create a work environment which is safe.
Sorry, Jenna, will you just take one step out just for this to point there?
And it's built on trust and respect.
The subway set for sure is the biggest set after the apartments. Well, the car itself, that's one big one.
Having watched Scream 6, it really did well in terms of creating the scenario of running from a killer who is literally just gone mad, in a sense, and just doing your best to avoid them at all costs. But when they are actually following you, that can be a bit of a challenge.
Melissa gets to be that, and we get to go off of each other. I think everybody understands that feeling of being willing to do absolutely anything to protect the ones that you love. That's not always expressed in horror. You know, a lot of times it's every man for themselves.
The directors and creators had fun with creating the metaverse, so to speak, and with references to the sequels to the films throughout the scenes, which made the movie all that more funny.
From the films, but also from like other horror films, to try to bring stuff in there that, you know, creates some seeds for a couple of fans to pick up on. I mean,
the last film, I didn't really work with Mason or Jasmine. I just hung out with them. So it's nice to have established that work relationship with them now, or see that side of them. So cool. And Jasmine is one of the funniest people I know.
And of course, we can always catch the bloopers of this film because, well, they never get old.
Sam.
We know one of Jenna Ortega's projects to be Beetlejuice 2, and while we have seen some news regarding this film, the anticipated sequel to the 1988 Tim Burton classic is currently in the works, with the Wednesday star set to take on the role of Lydia's daughter.
So here we are. We have built from scratch a New York City subway car, 52 feet long.
well, the car itself was more about research, and we redid plans from photographs.
Your sort of ghost face.
Amid filming in Vermont, police received an initial report earlier this month that a pickup truck had managed to remove a large lamppost with a pumpkin decoration and flee the set with it.
It's also meta because she's Randy's niece. And Randy is obviously the one who originally gives the rules of how to survive a horror movie, and then she gives this movie's, you know, lesson on how to survive the movie.
A few days later, the theft of a 150-pound abstract art statue was also reported, which appeared in the original movie as one of Delia Deed's pieces. So not really sure what's going on, but hopefully the police can figure it out soon.
And everyone gets to express ideas, and nothing is locked in stone. And so we just let loose on, well, what else could this be?
See what you can dig up on Agent Reed. Thanks, Buck.
That's what I'm here for.
And the creators were careful to include diversity and authenticity and the realness of these characters.
Diversity in their circle and be exposed to more ideas and thoughts. Yeah, the trauma follows them, as trauma does follow people of color everywhere we go. You better include that, because it's true.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
They said we can dance.
Dance break!
Are you and Greg gonna come to the OGP party?
Yeah, I mean, if he finishes his Spanish paper in time. Is your sister gonna come?
No, Sam would be caught dead at a fat party.
What? Well, I mean, there's a first time for everything.
It was revealed that almost every cast member that auditioned or that they had auditioned did a killer monologue because at first they weren't quite sure who would be the killer, which is interesting that the story isn't technically finished, so to say, but they did well in keeping the secret to who was the killer or killers when the time came.
It's kind of insane. I mean, people of color as the leads, people of color who are surviving, an openly queer woman of color surviving and becoming this staple in the franchise. So important, not only for people watching, but then also just for accuracy.
I think I have an idea about how to turn the tables on this freak.
Yeah, I'm in.
I mean creep.
So sorry.
I mean creep, which is what I've been wanting to say for 2 months since I got this job.
The subway train scene was a very interesting scene, and they go into detail about how they pulled this off.
Which is a replica of a New York City subway station. And so we built that. The subway car can actually move. And the subway car moves into our train station and out of our train station.
Having rented the actual train and building it, and when you think about it, having the scene included was not only brilliant, but fitting as this was set during Halloween time, and people were dressed up in Halloween costumes, of course, as Scream.
My first day. No, it's, I don't know how better to convey. That was great.
You're doing great, man.
Got you now.
And it's interesting to see this crossover into the real world where there isn't just one Ghostface, and the fact that the characters recognize that there is a killer Ghostface, but it's also a Halloween character at the same time.
Seeing photos of Sam in there, seeing photos of Mikey Madison, who was, you know, my best friend and Ghostface in the last film, it was kind of touching or almost a little bit emotional walking into the theater for the first time. And I don't know, I think we all kind of got chills.
Since the release of Scream 6, many of the actors and actresses on the project are still very much wanting to see more in a Scream 7. For example, Melissa Barrera wanting to see more of Sam's villain side.
Stupid bitches, wake up!
Okay, one more. How was your day? I think it was fantastic, my love.
There are so many places that Sam could go. That's one of the reasons that when I read the script for Scream 5, I was so interested in the character. There's so much potential here of where she could go with her mental health. She's just unpredictable, Melissa said.
Homages to, you know, the films that everyone loves so much. It's really, really special.
I think actually one of the biggest challenges for my department on this project is the subway sequence. I started prepping the subway sequence as soon as we started prepping the film.
The writers have done a really good job with her until this point, so I trust them just to know where to take her in a way that would be unexpected and cool for the fans.
I mean, I'm sure they exist somewhere, but I can't think of a final girl duo that are sisters, you know? But I think it's cool to have two Mexican sisters at the end of the thing, especially because there's a huge Mexican horror community.
And they really did great with the Scream theater scene with all the memorabilia of the previous Scream films and how the cast felt about walking in there for the first time.
We saw it in the early morning too, so there's something about a theater first thing in the morning. It smells different, it's cold, it's just everything about the atmosphere was so fitting. And I think that also anybody who respects the franchise will have great admiration for that set. It's really, really incredible.
This place is amazing.
And of course, it's never a dull moment when we get to see the blooper reel, and it shows just how fun it was to shoot this movie.
33. Scream!
I loved that. No one told me to do that.
Scene 62. Scream! Take one. Victor 44. Scream! Take one.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, I know at least one of these films was announced, and initially I thought it would be a rumor, but apparently not. Now I'm not sure if these projects are in order, but it looks like between 2024 and who knows when. Jenna Ortega is set to be in 6 different movie projects. Now that's a lot for one actress.
Down now.
Oh no!
The projects include Beetlejuice 2, Finest Kind, Miller's Girl, Winter, Spring, Summer, or Fall, an Untitled Film, and Death of a Unicorn, 2 of which are filming and the rest to be in post-production as of the time of this recording.
Somebody who's representing authority that's being completely ignored, right? Or they can't figure it out. So that's an honor right there to follow in his footsteps and into an iconic character type.
Let's go, friend! Your friends are safe! Let's go!
Okay, all right. Okay.
Just
Gotta go!
let's go! Friend! 2 of you are here!
Come on.
1 is left! Let's go!
So what do you guys think about all these moments? And which upcoming project of Jenna's are you the most excited for? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
Sorry. All this time I've been nailing it. Sam!
Oh, why so loud? Oh my Jesus. Oh my God.
I should have known.
I should have known.
You told me I was done. I should have known.